Hedonic adaptation. Why every upgrade stops feeling like one is the reason you will never be satisfied, no matter what you buy next. Watch your own hands the next time a box arrives. The tape splits. The smile shows up right on cue. For a moment, this is the thing you wanted. Then a strange quiet moves in. The new object becomes furniture. The thrill you paid for evaporates, and you can't say exactly when it left. Notice something. The wanting felt bigger than the having. It almost always does. You reach for the next want before you've finished enjoying the last one. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not shallow. You are not broken. This is the machinery every human being runs on, without exception. And once you see it working, you can't unsee it. The rest of your buying life depends on understanding it. The scroll that follows is just the same reach, one more time. So pay attention. This one runs your whole life. Here's the part almost nobody explains. Your happiness has a set point, a baseline it keeps returning to, like water finding its level. Good things lift you above it for a while, then you drift back down. Bad things drop you below it, then slowly you climb back up. Psychologists call the whole process the hedonic treadmill. You keep walking, you keep improving your circumstances, and somehow you stay in the same emotional place. It is the strangest kind of running. All effort, no distance. So the real question was never why the upgrade stopped feeling good. Of course it stopped. The real question is why you keep expecting the next one to work. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what happens inside you the moment the thrill fades. And you'll know the one quiet habit that steps a person off the treadmill for good. You've felt it 100 times without ever naming it. Naming it is where control begins. Stay with me, because the mechanism is simpler than it feels. Think about the last thing you wanted badly. A phone, a car, a bigger place to live. Remember how you pictured it, how you told yourself life would feel different once it arrived. Then it arrived, and within weeks, maybe days, it became normal. Not disappointing, just ordinary. The screen you couldn't stop admiring is now the screen you barely notice. The car that thrilled you is the thing you park. The rooms that felt enormous now feel exactly the right size. This is the pattern, and it repeats with almost everything you own. We don't adapt because we're ungrateful. We adapt because adapting is what the mind is built to do. Novelty is a signal to your brain, and your brain, very sensibly, stops responding to signals that no longer change. It saves its precious attention for whatever comes next. It always assumes the next thing matters more. That assumption is the engine of the whole cycle, running silently under everything you buy. And it never once admits it was wrong about the last thing. There is a reason this feels so personal. It happens even with food. Researchers have found that the pleasure of a food drops the more of it you eat in a single sitting. The first bite is extraordinary. The 10th bite is forgettable. Your senses turn the volume down on repetition, automatically, whether you want them to or not. Now scale that up from a meal to a whole life. The first month in the new apartment glows. The first drive feels cinematic. The first week with the new title feels like arrival. Then the volume drops on all of it. What changed was never the apartment or the car or the title. What changed was you, adjusting, the way you always do. The upgrade didn't fail you. It did exactly what upgrades are designed to do. You simply got used to it, faster than you expected. And the faster you climb, the faster the shine burns off the next thing you reach. That speed is the part almost no one sees coming. So where does this baseline come from? Part of it is biology quietly protecting you. If every good thing kept its full intensity forever, you'd be overwhelmed, unable to notice anything new at all. Adaptation clears the stage for the next important signal. That's genuinely useful when a real threat appears. It's brutal when the thing you're adapting to is the life you spent years building. The same mechanism that helps you survive a hard winter also erases the joy of your reward. It doesn't care that you earned it. It doesn't grade your dreams. It treats your dream home and your dull commute the very same way, as information to be normalized, filed, and forgotten. That is not cruelty. That is just how the machine keeps running. A mind that never adapted would never move forward. The gift and the curse are the same gift. Understanding that difference is the first real step toward using it instead of fighting it. Learn to work with it, and the whole game changes. In 1978, 3 psychologists tested this in the most extreme way imaginable. Brickman, Coates, and Janoff Bullman studied 2 groups of people, 22 who had won major lottery prizes and 29 who had been paralyzed in accidents. Common sense says the winners should be flooded with joy and the others sunk in despair. That is not what they found. The lottery winners were not meaningfully happier than ordinary people living nearby. And here is the detail that stays with you. The winners actually took less pleasure from everyday things. The morning coffee, a friend's compliment, a quiet evening at home. Small good moments felt duller to them than to everyone else. Set against the enormous peak of winning a fortune, ordinary life had quietly lost some of its flavor. The money moved their circumstances overnight. It did not move their baseline. Nothing about their outside had failed. The inside had simply moved the goalposts again. Their reference point had climbed the very moment they did. Sit with that, because it flips the entire story. The problem was never that people had too little. The problem is that the high resets what normal feels like. Every peak you reach becomes the new floor you stand on. So the next thrill has to be bigger, just to move you at all. This is the trap hiding inside ambition itself. Not that you want more. Wanting more is deeply human, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's that each thing you get quietly raises the price of the next good feeling. You are not climbing towards satisfaction. You are raising the bar you have to clear to feel anything at all. And no purchase ever clears a bar that keeps rising the instant you reach it. That is the treadmill. In one brutal sentence, the finish line is attached to your own feet, which is exactly why sprinting harder never wins this particular race. Speed was never the missing ingredient here. Watch how this shapes real decisions, quietly, for years. You tell yourself you'll feel secure at the next number, the next title, the next size of house, so you push. You defer the evening, the rest, the ordinary Tuesday, all for a finish line up ahead. And when you finally cross it, the line has already moved. The relief you were promised lasts about as long as the box on your doorstep. This is how a person ends up more comfortable every single year and no more content than they were at the start. It is not greed. It is a reference point that keeps sliding forward, always staying just out of reach. No matter how fast you run at it, it backs away the exact distance you gained. And so the chase feels endless, because structurally, it is. And most people never once stop to ask, who keeps moving the line? The line was never the goal. It was only ever the bait. Now watch someone who has stepped off the treadmill. They did not get there by wanting less. They got there by seeing the mechanism clearly. They know the new thing will fade, so they stop borrowing their whole mood from the next purchase. They spend their attention differently, on things that resist adaptation, a skill that keeps deepening the longer you practice, a relationship that keeps changing as two people change, work that keeps handing them new problems to solve. You never fully adapt to a moving target. That is the quiet secret at the center of this. Meaning that grows doesn't flatten into furniture the way objects do. The prosperous mind isn't chasing a bigger thrill next quarter. It is choosing sources of satisfaction that simply refuse to go quiet. That single choice, repeated for years, is what wealth of mind actually looks like. It is not luck, and it is not temperament. It is a decision about where the attention goes. Attention, aimed well, is the rarest kind of wealth. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. Not everything adapts. Later research, following thousands of people over many years, found that some events leave a lasting mark. Long unemployment, serious disability, the loss of a partner. People do not simply bounce back to baseline from all of them. So the treadmill is real, but it is not total. And that matters far more than it first sounds, because it means the baseline itself is not fixed and untouchable. It can shift. It can drift down under strain. And, in theory, it can be tended upward with care, which raises a very different question than the one you started with. If the set point can move down over time, and objects can't move it up for long, then what actually moves it? And can you point that force in the direction you want it to go? That single crack in the theory is where your freedom actually hides. So the door is not locked. It was only ever ajar. The honest answer is that it is rarely the thing itself. It is the pattern of attention around the thing. Picture two people who buy the exact same object. One notices it for a week and moves on, already hunting the next upgrade. The other builds a small ritual around it, returns to it, lets it mean something over time. Same object, same price, completely different life. The upgrade was never going to satisfy you on its own. It was always going to hand the job straight back to you. What you repeat is what you slowly become. Satisfaction is not delivered by the purchase. It is manufactured quietly, day after day, by where you keep choosing to put your eyes. That is the whole game, hidden in plain sight. And almost no one is taught they are the one holding the controls. The purchase is only ever the beginning of the work, never the end of it. You are the author of the meaning, or no one is. So here is the one habit, and it costs nothing at all. Before your next upgrade, ask a single question. Not simply, can I afford this? Ask instead, how long will this actually feel new? Then say the honest number out loud. 3 days, 2 weeks. Now ask what you'll do once the shine wears off, because that moment is coming. Guaranteed. If the answer is nothing, I'll just want the next one. You've caught the treadmill live, in your own hands. That awareness alone changes the purchase. And once a week, return to something you already own that once thrilled you. Really look at it. See if you can find the thrill again, on purpose. That skill, returning your attention to what you already have, is the only upgrade that compounds instead of fading. It is the one that gets stronger the more you use it. Do it long enough, and the hunt for the next thing quietly loosens its grip. Practiced attention is the one asset that never depreciates. Here's the line worth keeping. You don't get used to your life because it's ordinary. Your life becomes ordinary because you got used to it. Read that twice. The treadmill was never a flaw in the world. It is a feature of the mind, and it runs entirely on your attention. Point that attention at the next thing, forever. and nothing you ever acquire will be enough. It cannot be enough by design. Point it at what is already in front of you, and something strange happens. The same life you have right now begins to feel like the upgrade you kept chasing. Nothing on the doorstep can do that for you. No box, no number, no next. Only you can, and only on purpose, and only starting from wherever you already are. The world will never hand you enough. You are always the one who decides when enough begins. Enough is a decision, not an amount, and it always was. That decision is the quietest kind of freedom there is. So tomorrow, when the next box arrives, watch your own hands again. The tape will split, the smile will come, and this time you'll know precisely what happens next. The thrill isn't broken, and it never was. It was simply never built to last. The upgrade stops feeling like one the exact moment you expect it to do your living for you. So let it fade without panic. That fade is not a loss. It is a signal telling you where you stopped paying attention. The set point is yours to tend, not the store's to sell. The best upgrade you'll ever make costs nothing and ships nothing. Then go find what you already stopped seeing. It ships nothing, it waits for no delivery, and it never once wears off. It's still there, exactly where you left it. Go and look.